Shalom. Kohalal Yahweh Bashim Avashai Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders. Salutations to all my fellow laborers, the Yakim that are doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so. To the confusion of face brothers that are joining to our ranks. To the hopefully elect, the Akwaf that are listening and learning. To you I say Shalom. Disclaimer, we are the Hebrew Israelites by blood, by race, by nationality. We are not associated with any black denominated organization. Black is a color and not a race or a bloodline. There's no such thing as black people. There is no such thing as white people. People are different shades of brown, and people are different shades of red. All right? Brown people being melanated people, ignorantly referred to as black in some cases when you're referring to so-called Negroes. And white people being the only and the true red people which are spoken of in the Bible, which are the wicked, which are the Edomites. Hence the term redneck. It is not just their neck, it is their hands, their faces, their legs, their bodies. They are the red people that the Bible speaks of. Native Americans were brown. All right? Especially going back hundreds of years ago. They were very, very dark brown on top of that before they got raped and scattered and everything else that happened to them at the hand of these Edomites. Into the lesson, man. This is a short video clip. As you can see on the title, it's from Dave Hodges, the Common Sense Show, and he speaks about how the purge is now in California, and he says that. Because I guess California tried to do the exit thing, and he said that the guys who set it up, that they promised that if they couldn't break off from the state and do their own thing from the United States, that they would start this purge process, and So let's just let him speak on it, all right? And then he has the nerve to say that he predicted this. No, the Bible prophesied this. So nevertheless, let's let it play.
The purge has come to California. I've been calling for this, and I told you this day was coming. And I said there would be a lot of days like this. But the purge is indeed here. And if you're not familiar with the movie, it's the break from Law and Order, Murder is Allowed. And when I talked about Cal Exit to Paul Preston of Agenda 21 Radio, he said he had embedded sources. He said those embedded sources told him that if they were unable to exit, they being the Jesuits who support Jerry Brown, the George Soros, Bank of China, Mexican consulate, members of the Obama administration, going back to 2016 before the election. The cartels in attendance at these meetings, these embedded sources reported that they offered to start white chaos to kill people that were not of color in public venues. And they said we'll do so in large numbers. I believe what we saw with this California nightclub massacre, which 7 people were shot, is the beginning of the purge. It's the beginning of what Paul and I talked about over 2 years ago, and it is now here. The purge is among us. I predicted it. It looks like it's here, and if you think this is the last, I'd be very careful where you go out in public. That's it for the Common Sense Show. Thank you so much for joining us. We're brought to you by Noble Gold. Do you want your commemorative Trump coin? Why? Because he's put America back to work. He's done a great...
Which is a complete and total lie. We're going to stop it right there. All right? How does Trump put America back to work when over 500 retail stores have 5,000 retail stores closed last year, over that, and even more expected to close this year? All right? And a bunch of shutdowns expected to happen also as the year turns, man. A lot of retailers are going out of business, man. Sears and Kmart are completely shutting down. They're filing Chapter 11, I believe, bankruptcy. And you also have, in Chicago, you got 2 gigantic Targets that just shut down as well, right in the heart of the city. Both in Jake neighborhoods. They didn't shut down any in the Edomite neighborhoods. All right? Even though that one on 115th is kind of on the border between Jake and Esau, but nevertheless, they didn't shut any down up north on their precious north side. They didn't do that. All right, but nevertheless, he said a couple things that I thought were just completely, out of left field. At first he said he predicted this. No, this was predicted by the Lord, man. So he spoke loftily, highly against the Most High. We're going to get some scriptures now. All right. It says, when the Most High divided the nations, their inheritance. This is Deuteronomy 32:8, Salakia. When the Most High divided the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. All right, so everything was set up according to the children of Israel. Why? Because it's all about Israel. All right, point blank, period. The other nations have to take whatever scraps is left behind. Okay. And this is a precept to that. And it says, and have made one blood of all nations, of all men, to dwell on all the face of the earth, and have determined the times before it appointed the bounds of their habitation, man. But that's talking about the blood of the Israelites, man. That ruling nation, that ruling class people. All right? And the Lord's government is going to be set up through the nation of Israel, through the 144,000, which are named in Revelation, the 7th chapter, by tribe. The gates of heaven have the entrance to the gates of heaven are through the Israelites, by the name of the tribes. It has the name of the disciples, letting you know that they were all Israelites, and the name of the 12 tribes of Israel on each gate, man. So where is the other nations involved in that? The other nations are going to be the subjects of rulership. Okay? And he's right. The purge is going to come. But it's not going to come. It's coming because the Lord is going to send it to happen. All right? That's part of the birth pains before America gets wiped off the face of the earth. This is Amos 9:8. And it says, behold, the eyes of Yahweh power are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith Yahweh. All right? So the remnant, the elect of Israel is going to be saved out of this. The elect of Israel. All right? Because there's wicked, and the wicked of Israel, the 2/3 are going to die on this side. They get the blessing on the other side. All right? They don't get to go to the promised land, so to speak. Just as Moses didn't get the crossover. All right? This is 1 Samuel 2, and I'm going to read like verses 1 through 4. And it says, and Hannah prayed and said, my heart rejoiceth in Yahweh, my horn is exalted in Yahweh, my mouth is enlarged over mine enemies, because I rejoice in thy salvation. There is none holy as Yahweh, there is none beside thee, neither is there any rock like our power. Talk no more so exceedingly proudly, let no arrogancy come out of your mouth, for Yahweh is the power of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. Not by Dave Hodges of the Common Sense talking about he predicted something. These Edomites speak loftily against the Lord and against the power, man. It says, the bows of the mighty men are broken, and they that stumble are girded with strength, man. So all your bows are going to be broken, man. Your strength is going to be broken before the Lord, man. All right? I'm going to get 3 more precepts. Because the Lord is coming to take down Esau. And he's going to, and just as it says in Ezekiel 25:14, it says, by the hand of my people Israel, man. He's going to use them to do it, man. All right? That's the end game. Trying to find Psalms 80, I think it's 89, 86. This is Psalms 86 and 9. All nations whom thou hast made shall come to worship before thee, O Yahweh, and shall glory in thy name. So everyone's going to worship before the Israelites, man, and glory in the name of Yahweh. All right? Psalms, and now let's go, there's a lot of Psalms here today. Let's go to Psalms 2 and 8 to substantiate that. And it says, ask of me and I will give thee the heathen for thine inheritance. All right? Because he set the bounds of the heritage of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. All right? Psalms 2 and 8. Ask of me and I will give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. And thou shalt break them with the rod of iron, and thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. All right? So we're going to rule over them very harshly. Because that's that give unto them double, man. All right? Last scripture. Revelation. This is the perfect precept to Psalms 2 and 8. Revelation 2 and 26. All right, I'm going to start at 25. But that which ye have already hold fast till I come. And we're holding fast to this truth, man. Because what's happening in the world and what's happening in the scriptures is lined up with what the men of GMS and the brothers who teach the Lifewise doctrine is saying, man. All right. First, Revelation 2 and 25. But that which ye have already hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. All right. So the Israelites are going to get to rule over the nations. All right. All through the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. The Lord set this up, man. All right. He's gonna bring King David. King David is going to sit on the throne yet again. All right. And the Israelites are going to rule over all the nations of the world, man. Point blank, period. Whether you like it or not. So with that, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS. And salutations to all the Akim out there doing the work. Call halal Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Bahashem Rakak Wadash Wa Abad Babal.